Somehow I'm late for a stream I just set up. I don't know how. I apologize, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It's because, as usual, I try to do too much. I saw that I had got approved to do TikTok Live. And I thought maybe it could be something I could set up. Like, oh, maybe I just post this little code or take this little code, put it in one place, and set it up. And I don't think it is. I'm downloading a whole new app. My fucking computer like to fucking float in the air. I don't know if you can hear the fan. Hopefully you hear the music. We'll be playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Let me actually get to be able to see what you guys are talking about, if you guys are even here or talking. As again, yeah, no one's here, so not missed. No one cares that I'm late. That's what I get for not streaming as much. I didn't even do a mobile stream. So even log in. Okay, man. This is a fucking nightmare. Okay, hold on. What the hell? Since I'm here and no one else is, I might as well. Okay, hold on, TikTok. I know. Chinese government, something, Mossad, whatever, man. Everything is a scam, man. Okay. Get started. Import settings for another tool. It's a lot of crap. Gaming live. I'm still going through this since I'm here. Microphone. Let me see if we can get the microphone. It still wants the camera. I'm just going with that. Oh man, I probably should just stop this. But I'm here. So fuck it. Oh jeez. Sorry anybody watching this live or on the playback. Hopefully you are watching this. 25th, 23rd, 24th. I'll get it right eventually. 24th episode. Shout out to Retro Richard and Fizz. Recently downloaded Godot. Gonna try to build a demo for World of Darkness fan game. Send it to White Wolf. It's funny. I need to download Godot. I gotta start working on my small game that I want to release. It'll be a free game next year. Would you like many viewers? Of course I would. And whatever your name is, bot. But unfortunately, you're a bot, and I'm better off paying the company directly if I wanted to use their bots. So, okay. Capture, create source. I'm trying to see if you can stream from OBS. That's going to be a whole nother thing. Okay, let me just stop doing messing around with this. Appreciate you being here, Retro Rich. Appreciate you being here, Sentient. Always cool when you show up. Always cool when you show up. Always cool when any of you guys show up. I'm not taking Richard and Fizz for granted. Jeez, you guys are awesome. All you guys are awesome. Let's actually get to playing and I guess talking about whatever it is you guys want to talk about. If you feeling election savvy, yes, Detroit now has a female mayor. Probably wasn't the mayoral election you was worried about, right? Lots been made about Mandami. Whatever. I've been listening. What I've been doing is listen to a shitload of synth pop. I really feel, shout out to, projects are gonna be on Spotify 18th, already out on YouTube. I've spammed it to death. I will continue spamming once I can find new memes. I'm just sick of using the same ones, right? So once I find new memes, we'll make some more new memes. and do a music and stop being a bitch and do a music video or two. Really need to do two. I'll be back promoting that project. Make no mistake. But the next one after, working on that. Hey, Cotton, a lot of people just waking up or just, I feel you on that. So a lot of people, I'm okay, I'm really focused on this hip hop project. I'm starting to feel pretty positive about it. And just another synth pop project. I feel like in many ways I didn't do what I meant to do. In many ways I failed. And I can't help with that feeling. So I was like, okay, I'm really anxious to and I just been in a synth wave mood. Like I just been listening to shit. It's just like, okay, I'm reminded. Yeah, this is why I think this genre even fuck with. It is a cool genre, and a lot of just different stuff. The outrun, the cyberpunk, different subgenres of it. So that's been a thing. I don't know if I get cracked. Pause.
Don't overdo it.
If you insist.
I know a lot of people don't know World Knocking, the Vampire the Masquerade franchise. Fine. You might find Godot to be great. I mean, you might find game development to be great because honestly, Godot, as I remember, is not that resource intensive of a application. I know that's been an issue. It's nowhere near something like Blender. If you're doing 2D, I haven't done 3D development. Don't get me wrong, but for 2D development, you should be fine. And how's the spamming working? Honestly, I do okay on this platform with shorts. I'll get between 500 and 1500 pretty regularly with the spamming. Every other platform, sometimes I'll go over 100 on Instagram, but usually not so much. Most times I get over 100 on TikTok. What has happened though, and this actually, I ain't gonna lie, had me depressed for a minute. I have gotten the indie musician algo, so I'm finding all these musicians who are way better than me. And I do this already, and it made me feel like shit. Just all these rock or just different genres. And I just feel like, golly, everybody else is way further along than me. I know Comparison Thief of Joy, but it definitely just made me feel like, oh, what the fuck am I even doing? Because look at this artist who only has like 1,500 fucking followers, and they're like incredible. You know what I'm saying? Fucking incredible. Your first project, true. That's true. Results come consistently, easy, get slumped because of the numbers, and the pay for play. I can talk a little bit more about the pay for play stuff in a second. So you're doing well, probably worse. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Learn the enemy's weakness, it'll help you in the fights. Hey Gilbert, yeah, you're not wrong. I just been fucking raw dogging these fights, pause. Just like going in, unless I come to a boss. Pause. I didn't mean it. Never mind. But unless I get to a boss, I really don't even be paying that much attention. And which sometimes I get murked because of. I'm not saying it because I'm like, oh, I'm just so great. It's because I'm, it's because I'm trash that I'm doing that. I don't use scan. I don't use nothing. It's all right. Here's a fight. And I was thinking, wait, I played the original. I beat the original on stream. Even got both the weapons. Whoa, smack his cheek off in the bathroom. Whoa. And just in general, like, plant types usually hate fire, right? That's just an RPG trope, right? Metal types or robots usually hate lightning. Fire hates ice, ice hates fire, or water's involved. That's involved. So, those are like tropey weaknesses. So even if you don't know how the hell am I gonna get to? Now, actually, I'm trying to advance the plot. Let's actually do this first. I've spent so much time doing bullshit. It's time to finally advance the plot. So, and part of that is just because on the previous iterations or previous. I can't just jump down there. It's not. Previous play, you know, even though it's the 22nd time, 25th time, 24th, keep getting that wrong. I've been trying to mash through this and get through the story, and I'm still probably under leveled, but it's like, okay, let me spend a little bit more time out in the wild, out and about, trying to I don't know. But yeah, I've been thinking a lot about music. Like I said, I definitely, you know, compare myself to a lot of artists. Like, oh man, he's so far. But I'm also excited about the whole having a catalog thing, because that's clearly how anyone makes any money. You don't make any money because you have one project that people like. You make money, and not that it's about money, right? But it's not about money. I am paying money. You know, I'm marketing it. So, you know what I'm saying? But, and not just, I mean, as an artist, that's kind of the thing. The thing is, the whole reason I even started doing this was the realization I'm going to be doing this the rest of my life regardless. So it's like, well, why not do it fucking formally? If you're going to make music and want to release music, if you feel unfulfilled by not having released music, why not put this much into it? Which I am happy. I'm happy that I will have something on Spotify. That's going to be like the second wave. Oh, Jesus Christ. Second wave of marketing, because I realize I can only do so much marketing without Spotify. Yes, I know, direct to consumer and all that. But I ain't got the best personality, so Spotify is as necessary as a discovery source as it is everything else, right? And I do have at least a working strategy for that, which is create your own playlist and put ads behind the playlist. Oh, Jesus Christ, no. See, this is why I said sometimes I get murked. I'm coming. I'm an idiot. And this is me getting murked.
Which way is it? To Wu-Tai?
Unless you're James John C, you're not going to make one album blow up. Fair enough. I used United Masters. I did use United Masters. I read through their TOS. I didn't see AI in it yet. Well, I didn't read through every word. I just fucking, you know, searched. The search fucking through it. You hear all the terrible things about this, everything else. Distro Kid, CD Baby. And then I heard him about Symphonic too, so I'm like, all right. I have not heard him about United Masters. I am still worried because United Masters is also its own label. I even used the upscale version of it. And I don't know, I haven't even spent the time to learn what the difference is. But I just said, you know what, the second, I realized I need to just finish up the second project. Start shooting videos for it. That's one thing I want to do is have more videos and stuff ready. Because if I'm gonna keep doing these releases like this, like, okay, what you call it? And I kind of like the month lead time, right? So you release it on one platform, like Bandcamp and everything like that, and then Spotify. You keep that, and I do plan on doing that. I should make sure that first release has more stuff on it, like more market, like get a lot of stuff done before that first release, basically, and put more into that, right? And I'm even when it comes to some of the marketing dollars, like I recognize. Cause I don't know if any of you know this. One of my videos has now like, I did not use bots. I did not use anything. I only used YouTube marketing, and it was only $20. I haven't watched the Fallout TV show. The game writers are complaining about it. I see. But I spent $20 and it gave me 12,000 views. It's like, okay, this is very, but they're so fake. The views are because there's no like reaction. There's no heal up real quick. There's no like likes, shares, dislikes. I hate this. This is trash. Nothing. So I was like, okay, y'all just bought it. I just paid YouTube to buy it instead of paying some shady service. I guess this is better. At least means I didn't do anything against TOS, which I don't want to either. I'm not in the business of what Drake is now being, what he first sued over and is now being sued for. I'm not in the business of just faking it to just fake it because I want to see a higher number by my name for some ego purpose. I want to have a dope ass catalog of music of a bunch of different genres. So when I'm like 88 and ready to hop off this bitch, I'm like, I'm glad I put out my music. And if I got little grandkids and I'll at least have nieces and nephews and say, yeah, your dad, you big all sorts. You fucking uncle used to have all sorts. It's still on Spotify. It's still this. It's still that. And you'll be able to see. Now I don't know if Spotify's, Spotify ain't less. Let people know. I mean, I honestly, if I knew $20 was gonna do that much, I wouldn't have. Because it looks crazier with that many views. If it was like 3,000 views with that reaction, whatever. So, you know what? I'm learning. I don't feel bad using ads, right? I don't feel bad using Meta or YouTube or Google or whatever ads because, and I know I'm gonna keep spamming this. Russell spends fucking $120,000 in ads, and all he talks about is how much he spends in marketing and all this shit. So if other independent artists are going to spend money in marketing, I damn well better. Now I'm trying to learn what the best way to do that is, and that's the experiment with these first few projects as well, is learning that process, and what do you actually get from it, right? So now I know, okay, you give under the, and so that's why I was doing the marketing to other countries thing. That'll give you more views for your dollar and more but that doesn't give you anything organic. I don't think marketing to this country is going to be that much more organic. I think they're buying everything, but selling out like Seth Rollins. I'm not selling out on buying in. No, Russell and all these other independent artists all they do is talk about how much they put into marketing. So I'm like, well, why would I not put? Now I don't have to put the same amounts of shit into marketing. How the fuck do I get off of this path? But it's just like, okay, why would I not put anything into marketing? That doesn't make any sense, right? So I'm putting a little bit. I'm not going to put, I don't have thousands of dollars to put into marketing. I have dozens, you know what I'm saying? That may over time get into hundreds, right? But I guess not. Okay, I missed my and see, I don't, man, if I had $120,000 to spend, it would not be on marketing music. I can tell you that there's I would argue that's not even a good investment, honestly. Like with music, from having now started a business and now what I know about business credit, like this is not going to be the only business I started. I definitely, I will, things like laundromats, car wash. There's so many fucking car. Now I see why there's so many damn car washes in Texas. There's just other businesses you can put that $100K toward. I mean, obviously, the crypto market is going hot right now. If that's too scary for you, and that's fine because I've lost money on crypto myself. Brother, put in the S&P fucking 500 and get a secure, you know, make sure it's an account where you can get a secure line of credit, and now you can take loan. Then take a loan out on the fucking money. Take a loan out on $50,000 and put that towards marketing.
Well, looks like we found the airstrip, or what's left of it.
Yeah, it's definitely seen better days.
You can say that again.
Great games.
It's not Kratos,
Yeah,
by
there's
the
tons
way.
of games I
Are
can
you
play.
kidding me? So we came here for nothing?
But I gotta finish this shit
Maybe
up.
not. See that?
Oh, or a public telephone booth, eh? What a wee look.
I gotta finish this game up. But no, I'm not.
Send up
Spy
smoke
Go.
and
I
we'll
got a
be
little,
folks.
little bit. I didn't even realize how much the little bit I got is worth, and I got a little silver too.
Guess so.
That's
So,
not a bad.
find
There's,
anything?
but if you got
Yeah, we
100,000,
gotta send
man,
up smoke.
marketing
Like,
for a musician.
With a fire? Wait, you've never heard of smoke signals? Wow. What do they teach you in Midgar?
I mean, marketing music is just not. Music is this.
Well, leave it to someone who knows.
There are
more
people
than
making a
just
lot of money in music, and Russell's one of them. I'm not, you know, for his own music, he might feel, you know what, I'm worth the investment, and
This is
I'm.
taking too long. But
And at
I
least
can
per what
speed
he's
things up.
doing, you know, it looks like he is, right?
Come to me.
But I just like,
Airplane,
man,
follow the smoke.
and I get it, because what happens is
Come to
once you
me,
do get a
airplane,
catalog, you
follow
get enough.
the smoke.
What is this trash? This is the shit that makes me skip half the damn story. Hey, is that Sid? Yeah, I think it might be Sid. Some of it is
Speed things up.
money hustling,
Over.
and maybe he is money hustling. I'm not trying to snitch. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he is money hustling, or maybe he did what I said. What you do, you put that shit in stock, and then you borrow off of it, and you can either just pay the minimums forever, because then your stock is the collateral, but you can also still pay it off. It's Sid.
Where to, folks?
Sid. Finally a cool character.
please. You talk? The hell kind of magic trick is this?
But yeah, you got to worry about building
Not that I ain't seen crazier shit on my
catalog.
travels.
But I also got to learn about
How many
marketing
of you we got?
along the way to even know what to spend.
Too many.
To once we get to where I need to be,
But the old girl
you know.
likes
So
a challenge.
both. This is you know, and I'm telling y'all. I mean, it's only a few
With
people.
hazard pay, I'd say this is fair.
Okay.
And since I don't have much else going on, I'll be here scratching my ass till y'all pony up.
Never played Monster Hunter because I assume computer can handle it. Yeah.
Much obliged. Hop on board and sit where I tell you. Gotta make sure my baby's balanced just so.
For that 5K and the snow bunny. No, right now I'm just want to learn the process and teach myself the process for cheap. And I have to spend tons and tons of money on the process right
Hold
now.
on tight now, you hear? Fall out and you're on your own.
Here we go.
Juicy bullshit, anime bullshit. Though I saw the premise to a real fucked up anime. I don't know if it was the other day or earlier. I was like, what the fuck? No, I've never played Monster Hunter. I think, see, yeah, you asked that a couple
Kid,
times. My
who
bad,
do you
man.
think I am?
Um,
President and pilot of Bronco
See how I win.
Airlines. Sit high.
I never played Monster Hunter. Is that like a or did I? Wait, what was that? Is that the Pokemon shit? The Pokemon kind of clone?
Must admit, I
'Cause maybe I
expect
did
to
play
find
it.
a willing participant.
Cause I did play whatever that
Model soldier, my boy.
semi-recent, like from a couple years ago. Wait a second, let me look. I'm gonna actually look at my channel.
I'd hold still if I were you. We wouldn't want any complications.
As we try to see this.
Oh, Professor.
Roche. Okay, so now he's. I remember him.
Since
But
you're
whatever.
so committed, I'm
Content
going to give you a special
on my
treatment.
lives.
One that will surely make you into a hero. Once, this would have taken
What was the?
years.
Sorry, I'm
but
just
now-
going back to see what.
Now it takes
the
a mere
hell?
18 hours. All thanks to me and my singular genius. I stand at the forefront of science. My brilliance a guiding
I only played it like
light.
twice, and I don't know what the hell the game's called.
Of course, we pioneers must be ready to do what others are not.
Okay, whatever. I'm trying to think what the hell that
Though
game
even
was called.
I wouldn't dare attempt to improve upon perfection.
Okay, evil scientist shit. That was valuable. Pal Worlds is the shit I'm thinking of. Sorry about that. Jesus, like I had to know. Pal World was the thing I was thinking of. Retro Richard, you had already said it. It's an old franchise of monster slaying game. You chip off monster organs, do dodge rolls. Then I never played it. And yeah, Pal World was a Pokemon make you gay. That's the key to me making you pop. Oh shit.
What?
Thought maybe planes would
Am I-
be okay, but no.
Out in here? Open a window.
Am I controlling this bitch?
Hey, Sid,
Yeah?
you not worried about flying around in the open like this? What if Shinra sees us?
Shinra don't own the skies. Shitheads couldn't stop me even if they tried.
I think you and me are gonna get along just
I thought they ended up suing Pal World.
We're getting pretty close now.
I think they ended up suing Pal
Get it
World.
now.
Not at launch though. And yeah, they did sue a guy, and they lost that suit. They sued a dude named Mario. Couldn't tell you what country he was from. Somewhere in South America. I want to say like could be Ecuador, El Salvador, something like that. But he had his pizza shop called Super Mario, and it's like his. And he's had it for a while. This wasn't like some new pizza shop. First Monster Hunter came out in 2005, so before Souls game was it. There were a few series that had some Souls elements that may have been considered Souls-esque. They are still suing Pal World. Okay. Yeah, I thought it took a while.
Walking, cause now you're on your own.
What about the next time we need a lift?
Send up a signal. Just make sure I got room to land. Happy trails to you.
Yeah, they're pretty litigious, crazy. But they also, you know, with that Pal World proves they're gonna wait until they know they got a case. Cause Pal World's hard to prove, and I heard didn't they do something?
The veil's this
Was it
way.
them? Somebody did something to try to copyright the game a game mechanic, and I'm trying to think exactly. Oh, cool, Muhammad. God, yeah, that has been going on for a while, but it wasn't directly at launch. It was like a year later, and so yeah. But I'm trying to think of who just tried to do something. They tried to sue DC and Marvel and backtrack. Yeah, they're patenting a whole bunch of game mechanics they didn't invent. Yeah, they're trying to at least, though. We'll see how that works. I can't remember. I know there was a few, and I can't remember which ones they were actually messing with in a recent history. The one I just saw. Yes, I do, Cinch and Dildo. This kid passed in the UK, so if you don't see his comment, he says, remember when Disney went after that grieving father in the UK for putting Spider-Man on his kid's gravestone? Yes. The kid's favorite hero is Spider-Man, which is a lot of favorite heroes. He put Spider-Man on the gravestone. Disney made him take it off. Why they could... I don't understand. Listen, there is something in... trademark, copyright, intellectual property. You do have to defend your intellectual property, but you do not have to frivolously defend your intellectual property. AKA, you can be a human and let that shit slide. There's no they will be in no danger of losing their property to Spider-Man by not letting that shit slide. Now, honestly, something like Pal World, that's something you're in greater danger of, quote unquote, losing your intellectual property or losing some of the enforcement of that intellectual property, because it's like, oh, you're basically letting a game that's very similar do a lot of that's what they have it for, something like that. Yeah, it was the wrong hill to die on. Absolutely demonic. It's just, that's just evil to me. I don't, like, there's no... They had no need to do that at all. None. But they're evil. So, like... There's no other word for it.
You're done.
Said if you absolutely are, well, you should. I mean, like I said, Power World was more. And then even though, I know you said you surprised that they even tried it. Somebody said that. I think they would have had less trouble in Power World if they didn't directly copy some Pokemon. There's some Pokemon in Power Worlds that were directly copied. I think they could have, if they would have not done that, if each of the quote-unquote pals were different, were completely unique. And I think if they didn't use the Pokeball system, if they had another mechanism of trapping monsters, or trapping these creatures, those two things, they could have saved them. I think they would have been, okay. Well, I'm not an expert. Maybe they still would have had trouble anyway.
Come on.
I don't know. Shit, man. Evil as shit, man. You do not have to be so evil. But, I mean, you know, there are certain things that are compelled. So, companies obligated to serve their shareholders more than anything else. They're obligated to look for profit more than anything else. It's not just an ideology. It's something you can be sued for by your shareholders. And it has happened. You know, the infamous start of this is the Dodge Bros versus Ford case from back in the beginning of the first century of TKO. You're obligated to consistently be a profitable corporation. That's an obligation to exist.
Shawnee, that you? Who's Shawnee? One of your chocobos? Did they run away from home?
My apologies.
I don't believe we've met.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
Kamari.
They got DEI characters. No, just joking. They really, oh, shit. She really is. Oh, no.
Goodness, no. Shawnee's my daughter. She's a chocobo
Stereotype.
jockey, or was, till she fell off her mount during a race.
Oh, boy.
Since then, she's completely lost her nerve. Refuses to get back in the
Oh,
saddle.
here's some side character shit I'm probably dealing with. TK all gonna have lawsuits.
Tell me, you can't
We'll
take
see.
this
They're
back.
trying to enforce these
Yeah,
2-year
we dabble.
non-competes.
Wonderful. In that case, how would
Honestly,
you like
this
to use
girl,
my
you know that,
resource?
Richard, you know that one guy, girl that goes, sure. She kind of looks like her as a video game character. That one
Someone
lady
else
that
could
cooks
use, don't you think? And who
on
better than you
Instagram or
young
whatever.
go-getters?
I don't know.
Ever run a ring course? It's
They,
simple.
yeah, they got
Prep
2-year
yourself and
non-competes.
do a series of hoops.
And
I
you
recommend
gotta, I
a
mean,
course like mine
I think
and
somebody's
anywhere
gonna
else.
eventually challenge them.
Whoa.
Now, I don't know what the payout on the non-compete is, 'cause they get paid on it.
You want to try it, right?
I don't know what they
Imagine how
talking about.
jealous everyone will be.
Sure.
More side
But
content.
first, you'll need to catch yourself a chocobo, one that isn't afraid of heights. A fine bird like Apony ought to do you, though. Go ahead and ride her over to the training course.
Oh, Jesus.
Twisting paths and bewildering brushlands. She'll
That's
let
what
do
you
it
think.
all
Like, what
easy.
do they want the wrestler to not eat? Somebody's gonna sue them for that. Okay, I don't really want to do this if I don't have to. They really don't care. Now, I think they got to pay out something on the non-competes. Probably whatever money they guaranteed in the contract, that the early termination fee or whatever. But it's like 2 years. Who's gonna accept that? Because you can't. Non-competes in general are illegal, right? There's some exceptions, like what you call it, government. Like, okay, if you're a part of government and you can't work in a certain sector for 2 years, that's a thing. That's about it. Now, you do have, going back to intellectual property, and I know it's common with like in programming spheres, and like programming, coding, that sort of stuff. They do have certain things where you can't work for a similar company, or if you do, like they can't use any of the code at all that you ever used. There are like certain things, but like even with that, there's only so much to do, because you basically you can't force somebody not to work. Guaranteed downside, not a lot. She's rest for 2 shows, getting off 50K. If 50K a year, the guarantee is probably be less than that. Probably 20K guaranteed. Eesh. Like, who the fuck wants 20K for a year? Like, Jesus. And I get, and granted, it doesn't mean you can't work a job, but to not be able to wrestle for 2 years is like crazy. Technically, the only person I know who has that though is the Ricochet girl, who used to be the announcer, and I forgot. Yeah, I saw SmackDown only got like less than 1 million viewers. Oh, man, everything's starting to fall off. I say it every day. Shit, I was watching that shitty. I don't know why I was watching that damn shitty Andrade at your local McDonald's. He could very well be at the McDonald's here. I was watching fucking shitty football game. I have no idea either. Capture Apani. Oh, do I not feel like doing that? I really don't care about the damn summons. She might have had a super long deal when they terminated it. That probably might have been it. She may have just re-signed and then they fired her, and so that might be it. And so they just gave her. Okay, well, whatever. I don't know. All this bullshit. I'm sure there's all sorts of shit that I'm missing that I should be doing or should have done, and this is what you need to talk about. Oh no, what's this?
Perhaps you would be able to cross if you were
I
riding
recognize that, brother. You didn't need to tell me that. I just half heard he said Auntie Jemima. I don't know what the hell's going on there. I feel offended. That's why sometimes, you know, representations. You know what? If you're gonna represent me shittily, don't represent me. Silence is better than saying something stupid. Silence is golden, brother. I don't want, you know.
Leave us alone, will ya?
You know, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna trip over it at the same time. It's a side character. Remember exists. I would have forgotten this person exists by the end of this stream, right?
You ready? I got it.
So people buy NXT tickets just to watch AEW. Basically, that seems like that's all they really want to push right now is AEW. Yeah, that too. We signed her knowing they fired, but they wanted her off the market. That's absolutely a possibility. Like, let's re-sign her and then give her, and just keep her off 2 years. So, to keep her off TV, that's absolutely something they could have done. Yeah, that actually makes sense too. Yeah, evil companies do think like that, and they definitely, rather people say it or not, AEW is, and I've talked shit about it because sometimes it is stupid trash, but they definitely are still competing with AEW. There's no doubt about it in my mind. And so yeah, they would. I mean, clearly they would do it because that's what they did. You know what I mean? Wherever the intention is, that's what got accomplished. Yeah, I do remember that thumbnail. Keep getting the worst of each WWE X. That's not. That ain't not. It's not. Like I told you, I haven't really watched wrestling since. Thumbnail says everything. I haven't really watched wrestling since. Speaking of stereotypes, since the Ron Killings thing, and it wasn't even an intentional thing. It was just I'm so sick of them starting a storyline and just not finishing it. Or half-ass finishing it, just like, all right, I'm just checked out. And maybe I'm overstating things. I'm not saying. I just checked out. I mean, part of me focuses on music because I'm just so checked out of everything else, man. You know, just watched that shitty football game. Football is kind of shitty, man. I don't know how the NFL is gonna last as a sport. They have no idea what's headed for them in 10, 15 years. When people who are my age and older are not the primary. Once basically, Richard, once your generation hits its 30s, and there are like so much fewer football fans, and they're so less intense, and they're not willing to put up with. I mean, one, just how rigged everything is, and just how just shitty the sport is. Just not even gonna watch, because that's what NBA is starting to deal with, and they're really gonna be stuck. And that's not even counting all the injuries. It's just like it's just a headache to keep up with. And the broadcast is just not good. And this is one of the better commentary teams. Then you do all the shit in commercials. It's just like, yeah, the shittification of things is getting really bad. I'm glad someone came up with that term. I'm glad there is sort of a consensus, like, okay, no, something is happening across all of media and all of entertainment where this is significantly worse than the material that we got before. Objectively so.
To describe me, I'm thinking legendary.
Finn Balor never. But I didn't know that until I think did you have mentioned it or something? Black Manta was a black supremacist who killed Aquaman baby in pre-crisis. I was kind of shocked.
Hey, so I've been meaning to ask you something. You said old Sephiroth's come back from the dead.
I actually was shocked. I had no idea about that.
So, what I want to know
I'm not.
is, how'd he do it? And what's he after?
He wants to save the planet.
But wouldn't that make him a good guy?
It's not what he's doing, but how. He doesn't give a shit if everyone dies in the process.
Sounds like a total nutter.
What was I going to say?
There's not much point in having a
But I'm
plan
not
if there's no
expert
way to
in.
enjoy it.
You know, I'm not an expert in anything.
That
Fuck
said,
it.
let's not forget that we still got a whole nother problem. One created suddenly hit time and time again.
But I definitely am not an expert in Aquaman's lore and his extended lore. They never use the white Aqualad. Yeah, they don't use the white Aqualad anymore. They don't use the.
Even think about stabbing us in the back. I'm gonna hug and squeeze you to death. You hear me?
Loud and clear.
They don't use a lot of characters anymore, honestly. Kind of. Can you see me? Which is why, I'm not as interested in. I got a Rick Beard. When did I switch out characters?
Let's do this. Don't stop now.
Let's kick it up a notch. Kiss my
Okay, whatever. Second Acolyte's Black. Yeah, that's why I thought he was Black Manta's son. But I didn't want to say it because I'm so foolish. I didn't want to say it and be wrong. I thought, okay, that's probably why he's saying it. Why Aqualad died for the cause. Yeah, they definitely do not focus on that. You know what? It's actually surprising that they didn't make that a massive deal over the past 5 years. Like, I don't know how serious the whole woke thing is, because I don't really keep up with it, nor do I care. Like, unless it comes across, unless it's something obvious. I just made the joke about this character, but I don't know if it is or not. But, you know, that was a, you would thought if you had that storyline in your back pocket, and that's your whole gimmick. I mean, they fucking buck broke Superman, so they weren't stop at at all costs or whatever to put all the shit they could in everything. And so it's just crazy to not use that if you did, but I'm glad they didn't. Well, people only watch the Snyderverse. You might be right. Clearly, because they left that alone. That was a ready-made storyline they could have used, and I'm like the fact that we never talked about that on Culture Conference is just like you guys never used it. Like, why? What a waste. It just shows how bad they were at using classic lore. They couldn't even use something they could use. They just refused to read a comic before 2000. Just the absolute refusal. Is it sorry? To be fair, Black Man is black supremacists kill babies. From post-crisis onwards. I see. There's so much there.
Need my help, do you?
This black supremacist aquatic-based characters. Even as a brother that can swim, I find that to be crazy. And yes, I can swim. I just don't want to be on camera because I'm fucking fat.
Hope you don't mind if I fill you for the hole.
I meant he isn't that anymore. Okay. I see. No, they probably didn't know that Wonder Woman had a live action show.
I'm gonna pay you back. Check out this shit right here.
Whatever.
Answer me.
I want to avoid everything. Passive sweep. What's that? Oh no, I gotta get the chocobo. Okay, like that. Didn't get to him. Okay. Guess let's find this next story part. And then watch people cry on the podcast. Just talked about Batman, talked about female characters. Meanwhile, Batman has had a good show since Brave and the Bold. Not really, honestly. I mean, I didn't. I didn't watch Justice League Action. I know that really wasn't a Batman show. It didn't look terrible. I mean, it did. But it did. It was for kids, though, wasn't it?
I can hear it calling.
Yeah, me too.
So I don't know. Did you? Yeah, not a Batman show. Did you see that though? They also had that. Did they have like a CGI Batman show that lasted like a season? Broncos are frauds. Oh boy, that's fucking. And I'm dependent on the Broncos for one of my fucking fantasy teams. And Bo Nix is trash, man. Bo Nix is trash. Troy Franklin is trash. J.K. Dobbins is cool, but that for how good. And I mean, Cortland Sutton. I don't know if he's good or bad because they don't fucking use him. Like that offense is just that team is just not good, man. Beware the Batman was a CGI one. Now, I didn't see it, so I don't know how good or bad it was.
Hey,
but I remember it existed.
It's me! I'm back! Nanaki?
His voice totally changed. He totally switched up on us.
We were so worried. Oh, come home.
Whoa.
Now, why don't you go pay your respects to fellow Bugenhagen? Come on.
Hopefully they don't fuck up the remix of this. It was a pretty good song in the original. So Firestorm was the main character of Justice League Action.
They're good people. I promise.
He switched his voice, switched up everything.
all,
All right, peace out, Sentient. Appreciate it there.
What in the hell was
Cancel the
that?
Brave and the Bold for more serious Batman for no
guys,
reason because they
it's
haven't made
me.
anything meaningful since. Basically.
He's such a softie.
Yeah, peace out, Sentient. I appreciate you being here.
Real quick.
Appreciate you being here.
Gotta check something. An airship dropped these on us this morning. Wanted posters of the terrorists who bombed those reactors. Huh. But I think we can say you had nothing to do with all that. Even if Nanaki hadn't vouched for you, it's obvious.
The posters all jacked.
Welcome to the sanctum of planetology, Cosmo Canyon.
That's kind of funny. Fuck with the Wonder posters. Okay, man.
Thanks for keeping watch over the
Psh, I ain't playing that dumb
My
shit.
pleasure. Can you believe it? Not
He was going for Stargirl the whole show.
So this is Cosmo Canyon.
You see that wanted poster? Pictures look nothing like us.
Must be that way for a reason.
gotta keep on our toes.
We must live in harmony with our great mother, for the planet is an extension of us.
Mockingbird was in multiple episodes from what I hear about Beware Batman, much lesser Okay, not using Joker's always gonna be a plus. I'm so sick of them spamming Joker. Like it's just Batman and Joker. Like he doesn't have one of the best rogues galleries or meaningful storylines with other characters. But yeah, I didn't see anything in that series. I knew it existed. I know they did a season. They just gave up. It was go out of his way to use the C-listers. So they probably self-sabotage. DC will do shit. They'll come up with this idea. Like, oh, let's what you call it? Let's use all the lower level characters, right? And then they're like, well, we're using lower level characters. We can't really get it popular. So it's because we use these lower level characters that it's not popular. Instead of the fact that it's the third Batman show in less than a decade. It's, we went a decade plus with one Batman over multiple series, but it was still one Batman. And this is the third Batman in less than 7 years, because you had well, really fourth, because you still have Justice League Batman, Kevin Conroy. You have the Batman cartoon. Then you have Batman Brave and the Bold, and then it's Beware the Batman. So it's like, maybe the fact that every few years is a new Batman, maybe that's part of the reason there's so much issues.
If there's anything else I can do for you, please let me know. I'm always
Condiment
happy to
King
help.
over the Joker every day. Yeah. Well, Terry, I guess if you go 10 years, you had Terry. When did Batman Beyond end? I was just going off of if you were in 2010 or 11 when that I remember that because I liked that run where Dick Grayson is Batman. I think they had Damian Wayne as Robin. They had some cool stories there. It's like Mecca. Heck?
What kind of ceremony?
Do you have any notion as to why the planet would choose to set such a trial before us?
I believe it is because she is confident that we have the
Barbara Gordon. Barbara Gordon's been smutted out by the writers so bad. And it wasn't just the Bruce Timm and them. It's them doing that again for the Killing Joke movie. Like, why? Why do you have to smut out Barbara Gordon? Which another show that didn't last that long, The Green Lanterns, which was also, if I remember, CG, and you said believe to be by the same studio, which it could have been.
Have you heard about Avalanche's crimes?
Honestly, I really don't feel like doing much of this shit. To be honest, I kind of feel like just saving and calling it a night, even though we haven't been an hour. And this is why this game is hard to kind of get through.
Is that SSL?
Sign language.
Used to be a soldier.
Oh,
Lots
man.
of hand signals. That's how Shinra Sign Language came to be a thing. I know the basics. Queen's blood, huh?
No. Oh, Jesus. They packed a lot in this game. Bruce Timm. Yeah, Bruce Timm. Oh, was that his idea in The Killing Joke, too? So it's all him. He just couldn't let it go. Bro, find a redhead and get over it. What the fuck? I did not know Bruce Timm was responsible for. Okay. Oh, you can play a piece? Do I have to do stuff? Please don't. Oh, shit. Well, I just ended a rhythm game. Oh, I don't want to do this. Can we skip? Yeah, we're going to quit this. He be following IG thoughts. Batman. Yeah, that movie was. Yeah, that's the one where she fucks Dick Grayson as Nightwing too. There's a lot of weird. What is wrong with Bruce Timm? There is a lot of weird shit with him. Oh, well, he was freaked out back then for the Barbara shit ever being a thing. Oh, freaked out dude. What's wrong with this man? I'm just taking shit from people. Super Gooner, man. The fuck? Oh, weird motherfucker. Stop gooning. Like, for a guy who came up with such a great, story. And I mean, I know it wasn't all him, right?
How may I be of service to you?
You know what I mean? Just like, why are you so kinked out? What is wrong with you? Why are you such a gooner perv? You don't have to be a fucking perv. You know that, right?
The starlit night is yours.
Said Paul Dini was the one censoring him, holding him back. So Dini was the real genius.
Pleasant dreams, I trust.
It was, but don't you think it might be a little big for the two of us? Well,
yeah, I know Dini. So Dini was the real genius. This guy was just the pervy asshole that took all the fucking credit. Because it's like, what in the fuck? I did not know Dini wrote the Arkham game, so I guess that is what it was. Dini was the real fucking genius.
All who call this planet home are family.
What the fuck? I did not know Dini wrote the Arkham games. So shit, why? Well, if that's the case, Paul Dini should be involved in everything they do forever, all the time, ever. They shouldn't do shit without Paul Dini when it comes to Batman. Why is he not the brand and the characters? Like, he's the guy then. There should be no doubt in anyone's mind. Bruce was the animator. Oh, Retro Richard did get you guys. Okay. Got you by the comment. So Tim was just the animator, which I mean, we all like those styles, but
This is the first time we've taken a trip together.
any motherfucker could have did the, we like those designs, right? But any motherfucker could have came up with that. We got James Gunn, that's right. You would think after, and listen, I do have issues with some of the writing in those games, by the way. I don't think the writing is perfect. Especially the last one. I didn't think which I'm sure the studio forced the Joker in there, but it still sucked. I don't the over pushing the whole no kill rule, which I know Nolan was doing in the films simultaneously on top of a couple of the games, but he didn't have to do that. There's some issues. The writing's not perfect, but he's already shown with two of the biggest things that Batman has done and been associated with that he can be trusted with writing, and he does care about the character. So he should, at bare minimum, I'm not saying he should be the main writer of everything that ever happens with Batman, no. But at bare minimum, there should be no project he's not consulted on. And maybe I'm underrated, maybe he is getting consulted, but like his feedback needs to be taken very seriously. And maybe he should be, you know, he shouldn't necessarily be a director, but maybe you do need to at least keep in mind as a writer. He didn't write Arkham Knight. Okay, well that's the worst of them. So now there are some maybe a little plot holes in Arkham City. Though Arkham City is the best of the three, but I mean a lot of that's gameplay. But I mean the story helps. It's a pretty good story as well.
Everything we have is a gift given to us by the planet.
After receiving the gift,
The luminance of materia is the light of the very planet itself.
Right. How can I be of service?
City was life-changing. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Arkham City. City made Tim Drake look like a top tier hero.
Thanks for the business.
I'm doing okay with Tim Drake.
Wow, I can already feel myself becoming one.
No visit to Cosmo Canyon's complete without me.
Just so we're clear, I only sell to customers I deem worthy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Not necessary. I'm broke anyway.
Don't you dare use my weapons for anything
Shut the fuck
unsavory.
up. Oh, Harley Quinn Revenge Tim Drake. Yeah, that was pretty good.
You heard of Phoenix species? With Cosmo Salt, you can add a dash of the planet's
Ugh.
grace and deliciousness to anything you
What
want.
in the hell? They eating the summons doo-doo? Ugh, what the fuck am I watching? I wish I didn't catch that.
So nice and cool in here. It must have taken eons to form this cave, and now we're standing.
the place has been open every day for the past 100 years.
I can't even.
Crazy to think these caves formed naturally. How does the planet even do that?
There are windows everywhere.
Get out of the way, I don't know. Should have Jason's the Red Hood from the jump. Yeah, they should have. They should have.
Gift of life. We must endure countless sorrows.
And then even him turning back into the red, that was weird. Like, I don't know.
Wow, I can already.
I'm gonna become a...
You heard
Like I
of
said,
Phoenix species?
I was not impressed with the story of Arkham Knight. There's a lot about Arkham Knight that doesn't impress me, you know. Not, you know. DLC stories were way too short. Yeah, honestly, I didn't mind the DLC now that you mentioned it, but yeah, they were pretty short. I didn't mind playing as Batgirl. That was pretty cool. Yeah, the way that story ended was pretty weak.
In this canyon, I was to become a watcher of the veil.
Definitely a lot of shock value stuff in that story, especially towards the ending.
Now that I'm home, and
Batgirl's DLC was very cold.
I plan to serve my village once more.
Why did he switch up?
I appreciate all that you've done for me. Thank you.
Talking.
We're really gonna miss you, Red.
Oh, don't say that. You're only making this harder. I mean, I wish we had more time, but this is my duty.
I suppose it was your duty to act the old man.
I wanted you to treat me as an equal. Not
Tim Drake shouldn't have been Robin there. You're right. But my assumption is that in this story, the timeline's a little different. I guess, I don't know,
Was that goodbye?
Robin's been, Grayson's been Nightwing for a longer time.
The real question is, why'd we come here?
Because does that mean Barbara's been crippled for like a year?
The secrets of planetology. Come on.
I don't know. What's the timeline on her getting injured becomes a good question. Because she's injured the entirety of the Arkham series, right? Because Arkham City is only like 6 months after Arkham Asylum, or a year after this Arkham Asylum, something short like that. So how long was she in this saved? And we're actually gonna call this a night.
I've been studying planetology for
We're
years
gonna call this a
now,
night.
but there's
I need to
always
get to
more to learn.
I need to get to stream earlier because I'm streaming too late, and I've been out of the habit of streaming, so it's not like people are here. But oops, I can't see. Yeah, that you're right. That didn't make sense, honestly. Yeah, she's pretty. It had to be more. That had to be like 5 years ago. From the time that you're doing it, at least. It couldn't have been within a year. It had to be at least maybe 3 years ago. I don't know. And she's been crippled for like 2 or 3 years. I don't know. I don't know. In any event, I appreciate you guys coming through for this short stream. I'm just going to cut it short. I appreciate you guys watching live and the playback, all that good stuff. You will get more memes and music if you've been, and then new music. New music is that's what I'm most excited about. Is new music. So we'll have some new music before the year's out as well. It should mean just more stuff to me, and hopefully some videos. So please stick with me, stick with the channel. We'll still be streaming when we can, on phone, on this platform, whatever we can. So in any event, if you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged, share and subscribe. Please do that. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Good night. God bless. Talk to you guys later. Peace.